Yeah. Let's stream. Let's stream. A lot of us are having issues with Zoom. So if we can stream to YouTube so that we have more persons join. So please just give me 1 minute or two. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for that. So someone says, I sell seafood. What platform would you recommend? I would recommend you be on Facebook and Instagram. Those are platforms that would be good for your business, especially Facebook. So let's quickly move ahead. Now let's look at finding your target audience. Finding your target audience. How many of us know what our target audience are? If you know your target audience, thank you so much for that. So someone says, I sell seafood. What platform would you recommend? I would recommend you be on Facebook. Okay. Sorry about that. Who is your target audience? Let me get some responses in the chat. Who is your target audience? Who is your target audience? Tourists and African in diaspora. Okay, women and girls. Our customers. Someone said our customers. Who are your customers? That's what I'm asking. Who are your customers? Everybody's not your customer, you know. So who exactly is your customer? Okay. Okay, young females, my community. Who are your community? Brides and grooms. Sorry. Corporate bodies, young, okay, people between the ages of 17 and 35. That person that's giving me age, I love you people. I love you, I love you, I love you, love you. You know who your target audience are. Yes, that's absolutely correct. 15 to 35. Okay. Someone said women between the age of 18 to 50 years. All right. Women who have fashion headwear, who love fashion headwears. Okay. Ages 5 to 25. Coffee lovers. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now, what is the target audience? So you have to know that the buying process is in the hands of your consumer or your customers, right? And, you know, as a business owner, you have to be able to personalize, you know, your experiences for people that, you know, that you want to attract. Basically, you want to be able to grab their attention, you know, grab the attention of your customers, or, you know, for you to be able to create awareness for your brand as well. Now, when you are trying to attract people, that's why I asked, who are your target audience? To be able to see if some of us know who our target audience are. Those are the guys that we want to sell to, you know, that are likely to be customers of our business. Do you understand? Now, one thing about identifying who your target audience are is for you to be able to, you know, run ads to be able to target those guys. You don't want to run ads to, and it targets people that are not likely to be your customers, because at the end of the day, your ads would not, you know, to not give you that result that you want as a business owner. Do you understand? So it's important that you are able to identify who your target audience are, so that you can, you know, run targeted advertising to be able to, you know, target those people that are likely to be customers for your business. Now, understanding the roles of your target audience. Who are these guys? How do you intend to understand what they are? Now, the target audience are divided into two. The first one is the decision maker. The second is the supporter, right? Now, what is the role of the decision maker? The role of the decision maker, or before I go into what those roles are, is my network okay? I think I'm freezing up. Am I okay?
Yeah, sure.
Thumbs up if I am. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Now let's see what's written here. It says an important step in understanding your target audience is to go beyond learning their demographic information. Demographic just means their age, their location, their profession, their gender, all those things that the demographic information of your customers, right? Now you have to be able to understand what role they play in the path to purchase. Do you get? Now the first one is decision maker. The decision maker is the person who ultimately makes that purchase decision. I'm the owner of my money. I see this thing, I like this thing, I buy it. Do you understand? I make that decision, that purchase decision. I'm the owner of it. Nobody is influencing me to buy that thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? An example would be, in 2010, the Old Spice brand, they wanted to do a revamp of their product to appeal to younger generation, right? And then while they were researching, they realized that, while men may ultimately wear their products, women were the ones making the purchases. Do you see that? They wanted to revamp, and they realized that while men may ultimately, you see that sometimes a lot of people will say, oh, my target audience is everybody. It can't be everybody. See, now, men wear their products. While men may wear their products, they now realize that women were the ones making that purchase. Now, with this that I have mentioned, if you are that person, if you are Old Spice, or if you are that brand, what are you going to do? Before I say what the answer is, what are you going to do based on what I have said? If men are wearing your products and women are the ones making that purchases, who are your focus? Who are your target audience? Who are those people that you're supposed to focus on? Let me see if you understand. Exactly. Because they have the buying power. They are the ones buying this product. Do you get? So women should be your target audience, even though men are wearing those products or they are buying your product. Women should be your target audience. An example would be, let's say, a fashion designer. A fashion designer might, might sell my make wears. Let me use an example like that. My make wears. Now, the wears you are making, you might be making shirts. Now, if you make shirts that are maybe unisex, let me use unisex shirts, for instance. Men might buy these shirts or they might wear these shirts, but people that are buying it more might be the women. Or it might be vice versa, where women are now the ones wearing the shirts and men are the ones now buying it more. Those guys who are supposed to be your target audience, it's going to be the men in that instance. Do you understand? Everyone cannot be your target audience. Why I'm saying everyone cannot be your target audience is when it comes down to you now running ads. You get? Now, for instance, let me give you two different ways. You are posting organically on your social media. You have both men, you have both females. And then you're addressing to both of them on your social media organically. Now, when it's time to now run these ads, you have to focus on the person that has the buying power. Because at the end of the day, you want conversion, you want sales. Do you understand? So you don't want to just target both men and women and waiting for what's going to happen. You want to be able to focus on those that would actually buy that thing from you. That is why it's important that you identify who your target audience are, who has that buying power. Another one again is the supporter. Who is the supporter? A supporter might not have the power to make that decision. Do you understand? But they have a very heavy influence on whether or not that item is to be purchased. What is an example? An example would be a child. A child may not have, that power to make a purchase. They don't have money. They're not working. But guess what? They can influence that purchase to be made. An example would be maybe, let's say, you are working with your child in let's say in ShopRite, and then you see a clothing store, maybe a toy or something. Your child doesn't have the money to buy it, but then, mommy, daddy, I need this thing, I want it, it's going to be this. Do you get? They are influencing you to buy that thing. That is the supporter. A supporter is the child. So if, for instance, now you are someone that sells children wears, children are not going to walk into your store to buy your products. Well, guess what? It's their parents. But at the end of the day, the children can make influence on whatever they need to buy. So if, for instance, now I'm working with my child, passing your shop, or your store. And I don't have intention to buy that thing at that point in time. But my child keeps dragging me. We are not going. We must buy this thing. We are not going. We must buy this thing. You get, they are the ones influencing that decision, not me. So that is the different roles that your customer plays, right? Your target audience, the decision maker who makes the direct decision. They make that decision. They have the purchase power. Then the supporter who would influence whoever is going to buy that thing from you. Do you get? So those are, the different roles of, the target audience that we have. Now we have 6 ways to determine who your target audience are. The first one is to analyze your customer base and carry out client interview. Someone will ask me, client interview. How do I do it? Let me know, before I go into me answering that question, who can tell me? Number 1, analyze your customer base and carry out client interview. Based on this, how do you think you're going to do this? Okay, through surveys. Thank you so much, Ifeanyi, for that. Someone says your product should be appealing to your end. Surveys, questionnaires, thank you so much. That is what I wanted to hear. Through surveys, you have to run surveys, create forms, create questionnaires for your customers, feedback, because you need feedback to be able to do this. Before you can analyze anything, you need data, isn't it? So you need to be able to put together a form, send it out to your customers, focus group discussion. Exactly. Now, when it comes to customers, I don't know if there's a way you can, some people are able to create groups for their customers. I've seen some business owners that have WhatsApp groups for their customers. But if you don't have such, create form, create questionnaire, send it to your customer, please. Thank you so much for, for the patronage, so far. Please, kindly take 1 minute to be able to fill this, blah, blah, blah. We want to be able to serve you better, this. Get those information. Analyze those questions, those data rather. Do you get? So it's important that you analyze. It's a very good way to learn, how to engage more with your customers. How can you be able to help, solve whatever pain points, whatever needs that they have at that point in time. So it's important that you do that. The next one is conduct market research and identify industry trends. What exactly is trending? Look for trends that are similar to your product and see exactly how you can focus, more efforts in that. You have Google Market Finder. Those are tools that you can use to find out what exactly is currently going on within your sector, within your industry. And then you have Google Trends. Google Trends allows you to see what exactly is trending. How can you use whatever trends that is going on to be able to suit, to help your business. Please do them. Kindly confirm that someone is on YouTube engaging those guys. All right. So, as I was saying, you need to be able to conduct market research and identify industry trends. Analyze your competitors. I have mentioned this several times. Analyze your competitors. How are they doing? What are they doing so well? How can you ensure that you adopt their strategies and even tweak it? Ensure that yours is doing better than your competitors. Because guess what? We have to be better than them. What is your own unique value proposition? What makes you stand out from your competitor? So you need to be able to analyze your competitors. How are they doing this so well? I've gotten some questions during some of my trainings. Like, okay, my competitors. And some people say, oh, I don't know how to put up captions, to be able to target my. Why won't you not put up captions? Okay, let's even say you don't have to put up captions to target your audience. Why do you have your competitors? That's an example. Why do you have your competitors? Look at how they are doing it. That is you learning. Now, the idea is not for you to copy and paste. The idea is for you to draw inspiration on how they are doing it and ensure that you make yours better. Create personas, right? What are your customers' persona? Put together persona of your customers. Another thing again is they call it customer journey funnel, right? Where you go from the awareness stage to the interest of that is your customer journey. When they found you, the awareness stage, the interest, how are they interested in your product? And then it leads to the evaluation stage, the engagement stage, before you get to the action or the conversion stage where they eventually now buy from you. You need to understand your customer journey. Do you get what I'm trying to say? When they found you, how did they find you? Are they interested in your product? So someone sent you a DM, oh, I would like to get this, that. You know that sometimes when people send a DM to you to show interest in your product, at that point in time, they have not fully made a decision to buy from you yet. Do you get? Now they're now moved to the evaluation stage, trying to see how they can get other competitors that are selling the same thing as yours, trying to evaluate, okay, this particular product, you send video, they do 360 view of your video, they've seen, what people are actually saying about your brand, blah, 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 like that. And then when they've done all those things, they've, gone around to find out, okay, this particular person is not also a scam. They come back to engage. So that's the engagement phase where they now start to engage you. Okay, how many pieces am I getting? How many this am I getting? Blah, blah, blah. This is this. That engagement phase is where you need to, prioritize more, because you do not want to lose your customer at that point in time. At that stage, you are looking at ensuring that there's an action that will take place. There's a conversion that will take place. You want to make sales at the end of that conversation. So you as the business owner, you need to understand how to create personas, how to also understand your customer journey. I have listed your customer journey. You need to go and look more on that. Awareness, interest, evaluation, engagement, and then conversion. It's very important that you take note of that. Now, define who your target audience isn't. Like I said, not everybody is your target audience. Who are those guys that are not your target audience, so that when you are running your ads, you are not making a mistake in targeting those guys. They are none of your business. Do you understand me? They are none of your business. So those guys that you have identified that are your target audience, that is your focus. So it's important that you take note of who your target audience is in, and then use Google Analytics, or even let me not put it as Google Analytics. Let's say use Analytics or Insights, especially for those that do not have websites, right? If you have websites, ensure that use Google Analytics, when you run your ads on Google and all of that. But when you have social media, like the likes of Instagram and all that, use Insights to understand how your ads is performing, right? What's the number of views you've gotten? What's the number of conversions you've gotten? The number of male, number of female that have engaged with your post, the number of views, all those things. Important that you see if your ads is actually performing well. If it is not, you can pause your ads, put up together a different content a different content that would generate more conversion at the end of the day. So it's important that you use those tools. See, Insight is very important. I know that some people that have social media, they don't even check Insights. They don't even study how their page is performing. Who are those people that are even following them? They don't do that. So it's important that you use Insight to study, all of that. Now, how to create target personas, with the right demographic. I've mentioned that the demographics that we have, you have the age, you have gender, because when you want to run ads, these are the questions that you would like to see. What is the age of people that are targeting? So my target audience are within the age of, let's say I'm a fashion designer, right? And I make corporate wears. Corporate. So it means that my target audience are working class, right? And they're within the age of 20 to 45 years. That is what I'm putting when I want to run my target audience, my ads. Do you get? Because I want to ensure that I target those people that are for me, that are my ideal customers. Do you get? So the gender, are they females? Are they males? Their location, do I do Nigeria, or do I do those people within Lagos State if I cannot do outside Lagos? Do you get what I'm trying to say? You use all this to target your ideal customers. Sorry. Drinking water is important. Before speech to choke me. And I'll start coughing here. All right, so let's move on. The next one is, what are some of the benefits of developing a strong brand, right? The first one is enhanced recognition, right? You need a strong brand that is easily recognizable. Do you get? You want to be able to set your business apart from your competitors. So one of the benefits is enhanced recognition. The next one is increased business value, right? You need to be able to, your brands are your assets. right? Brands are assets that contribute to a company's value over time. So you need to be able to have value, positive value to your business. The next one is customer loyalty. Customers develop trust in strong brands. So if your brand is not strong, you don't have a positive, strong brand, customers are likely not to trust you and they'll not be loyal to your brand. Do you understand? So it's important that you develop a very positive, strong brand that customers would be loyal to. And so that at the end of the day, there's a repeating purchase. Do you understand? Because people are likely to repeat purchase when they trust that brand, when they are loyal to that brand. But once they are not loyal to that brand, you are likely, maybe they are likely to buy from you, but then maybe at the end of the day, when they get their products, the product did not come in well, the packaging is bad, or maybe it had a dent somewhere, or it is what I got, but what I ordered was what I got, something like that. You get, they would not want to buy from you again. So you need to be able to have a positive, strong brand. And then easier introduction of new products. As an established brand, you can easily launch new products under the same brand, right? People will want to buy from you because you'll be able to build, that loyal customers, that community. Let me use that word. You'll be able to build that loyal community that'll be able to trust your products and buy from you. And the next one is attract talent. A strong brand can also help attract skilled and motivated employees. Do you understand? So if you can attract, people that would actually help you move your brand to the next level. So I'm going to pause it for questions here. Do we have any questions? Let me check with Q&A, please. Someone said, as a bakery owner, what is our target audience? So I'm going to use bakery owner. So bakery can purchase different, they can produce different things rather. So I want to know, as a bakery owner, what is your product? Bakery, are you doing bread? Are you doing snacks? Are you doing cake? What exactly are you baking? Do you understand? Because I don't think all bakery does all those things. Some people just focus on bread, some people focus on snacks and cakes, So what exactly? So let me just give an example. So if, for instance, now I bake cake, I know that even though men might likely eat cake, and maybe a few of them might likely even purchase cake, but the truth is, women are the ones that buy cake the more. Am I lying? No, let's be very honest. Women are the ones that buy cake the more. Yes, women so those guys are the ones that you would even focus on, because we buy cake. We are the ones that have sweet tooth, even though we have some men that have sweet tooth that might still like cake, but then again, women, we buy cake the more. Because some of us, we have kids, you want to buy cake for your kids, you want to buy for your husband. We are the ones that are likely to buy these cakes, to be honest. How can I run ads for myself? So we have a class on ads. So it's important that you actually join all these classes. But then again, to run ads, you can run ads on Instagram, very easy. You can run ads on Facebook. It's not ads. It's not ad at all. Those particular social media platforms are very easy to run ads. The first step is to go on those platforms and see how you should go about that. But then again, like I said, it's a class on ads, so sit tight and then ensure that you join that class. Hello, I'm a digital marketer for a company. I just started, so I need to open a website of my own for the company. If yes, do I need to open websites if I'm only dealing with organic ads? Yes, you can also, why not? Yes, you can open a website for the company. As a company, if you're a digital marketer for a company, the company should have a website. So if they don't have an existing website, yes, you should create a website for the company. Because the website is majorly going to, carry information of the business, you know, whatever information that you want people or you want customers to know about that brand. Exactly, you can put that there, especially for those website builders that I just mentioned. But if it's a company that has been in existence for a while, and you know they're trying to, you know, probably just grow, I would say that you can look up for people that actually create good websites, you know. But if it's a small business that is just starting and you're trying to manage the business, you can use those website builders for those kind of businesses. Do you understand? Attendance is for only who will attend YouTube or who attended. Attendance is for everybody. For those that joined from YouTube, you don't need the attendance form. Ignore it, please. Though, because when you are signing into Zoom, you put in your name and all of your information, so we already have that. But for those on YouTube, we can't get that information, so that's why they have to fill the form. I hope I've been able to clear that. Well, how can I get more followers on social media? Create content, run ads. That's how you can get more followers on social media. Create content that your customers would like, that will be very engaging, and ensure that you run ads. Ads with what increases followers, let's be very honest. And then your content. People love your content, they will follow you. Someone said, how can I generate income from ads? I think if you are offering services or you have a product, right? You are running ads to be able to increase sales. That means you have to target people that would buy whatever product or services that you are rendering. That's how you're going to generate income. Do you understand? So that just means that whatever product or services you are putting out there, it has to be something that customers would need, that would help solve their pain points. Do you understand? So it's very important that we help solve whatever problems that your customers have. So ensure that your products or your services are, you know, problem solvers. There's some questions here that are not even. So I'm just going to the ones that make sense. Someone says, how can I reply to negative reviews online? Thank you so much, Wallace, for that question. So when it comes to reviews, as much as we all want good reviews, there are some negative reviews that would also come your way. So it's important that you apologize. So for instance, let me give an example. So I go on your Wallace, I'm talking to you now. I go on your page or on your website or whatever, and I drop review saying, oh, I don't like the packaging of the product, or I don't like the customer service that responded to me, blah blah blah. Your customer service is shitty, blah. Do you understand? They've given you this kind of negative review. So what do? You as a business owner, as much as you are wondering, like, what did they happen for you? Like, what's that? What's meaning of this? What's meaning of this thing? Do you understand? You're not happy about the review, because that's the truth. As a business owner, you're not happy about the review. But you have to be able to calm down to be able to respond to that review saying, my sincere apologies, or we are sorry, you know, for the bad experience that you had, that you had. We sincerely apologize. We would ensure that for your next purchase, we'll be giving you a 10% discount or 5% discount on your next order, and would ensure that you are not going to be getting such experience again. You know, you want to be able to tell the customer that you hear them, one, it's not going to happen again, and then you are expected to see them again based on the fact that you are ensuring them that they are going to get a better experience next time. But then again, you are giving them something for them to come back, which is the discount. That is what I will do. So if, for instance, my customer send me a message saying that, oh, I don't like what I got, you know, I was expecting more, I was expecting this. Oh, my sincere apologies. But, you know, I would ensure that for your next purchase, this is what you're going to be getting. We'll ensure that you get, you know, whatever you think that your expectations, let me put it that way. And, you know, on your next order, way from the company, we're going to be giving you a 5% discount, you know, just so that you have a returning customer. Because if you have different people complaining on that same thing, you don't want to lose all those people. Do you understand? You have to look for ways to see that you address whatever issue that they have at that point in time, and also see how you can make them come back. Wallace, I hope I've been able to answer your question. Is it advisable to open a personal website for your business? A personal website or a business website? I don't know what personal website means, but you need a business website. If it's not important when you're just starting, but along the line, if you're trying to scale or grow your business, you might need a website. So it's important that you have a business website. Cecilia, leave attendance. I've told you that I already mentioned that you don't need attendance. How can we run free adverts on all the social media? There's no free advert anywhere. The free advert is you posting on your social media. The way you wake up in the morning and you go and post, that's the free advert that you have when you use your data. But if you want to reach a wider audience, you have to spend money. You use money to make money. That's what they say, right? So you have to use money to make money. If you're not ready to use money to make money, you can't make money. Do you understand? So it's important that you set out budgets, you know, to run your ads so that you can reach more people, and then you make that sales that you want. Yes, Enome, yes, it's going to be very detailed. We have the best and for that particular class. The art class is going to be very detailed and you would enjoy it. Mercy, please, what's your question? You can write that again. How do you undo a client who accused you of theft? And called you a huge mess, even when she found that she was wrong, but couldn't admit she's wrong. That kind of clients, to be honest, though, let's forget what we are learning here now. If I'm to handle that kind of client, I didn't steal from you, and then you actually what's it called? You actually know that you are the one that is wrong, and then you are still admitting that I am a thief. Okay. Let me not say it. But anyways, to be honest, I shouldn't lie. I might be very, very I might be very, very mad. Like, I might be very, very mad with so because we are also humans. Let's be honest. Like, business owners are humans. We are actually humans. We are not robots. We have feelings, we have emotions. So you call me a thief and I'm not a thief. I will change it for you. To be honest, I'll change it for you because I'm still telling you very nicely, very politely that, ma'am, I am not a thief. I have given you reasons why I am not a thief. And you have seen the reasons why I have said I am not a thief. And you're still calling me a thief. Everywhere is scatter. To be honest, because we are humans, let's be honest. I know they say customers are always right, but there's some customers that, But I'm not the one teaching you that one, though. All right, so back to the lesson, please. Let's quickly wrap up. So the next is, oh, my laptop has stopped charging. All right, so the next is create sales on social media. Let's look at generating sales rather on social media. All right, so how can social media benefit? We've asked this question before, so I'm just going to skip it. Now, so what is social media? We all know what social media is, to be honest, right? So social media is where, you know, you go to interact, and it's not just for you to interact now. You can now share, you know, share your business ideas, you know, your interests, market your products, you know, share exchange information and all of that, you know. That is what social media is. Now, you can now buy, sell, all those things that we currently do on our social media. Now, what are some of the benefits of social media? The first one is you can reach a larger audience. You guys have given me all about these responses before, so you all know what, you know, some of these benefits. You have a direct connection with your audience, so you can, you know, go live on social media. You can chat with them. You can respond to comments, things like that. You can create organic content, right? You know, post the organic content as well. You have access to paid advertising services. That is the sponsored ads we're talking about, where you can run ads to target, you know, your ideal customers. You can build your brand on your social media. You know, we talked about brand identity, where your logo and all those come in place. So you can build your brand on social media. You can build a community on social media. You can drive traffic to your website, right? someone say how do you drive traffic to your website? You know, husband that say link in bio, link in bio. You can put your link to your website on your bio. People can click on it, you know, to learn more about your business on your website. And you can do some on your website as well, where you put in your, you can integrate your social media handles in your website. When they visit your website, they can easily, you know, go to your social media, and then you can evaluate your performance, right? That is where insights comes in place, where you want to see how your social media is actually performing. Social media strategy. Now let's look at social media. Before publishing your post, you need to develop a social media strategy and consider the following questions when developing your strategy. Now, when you want to go into social media, it's the same way when you want to start up a business. You know, you are putting down your business plan. You know, what are you going to do? How are you going to do your mission, your vision, your all those things? It's the same way you are also supposed to go, you know, write down what your strategy is for your social media. Right. So what are your goals? What are you trying to achieve? How do you plan to also measure those goals? Right. You need to be able to put those down. What type of content will you post on social media? Are you going to be doing more video DIYs, you know, testimonial videos, things like that, or you're going to be posting pictures? So you need to determine what kind of content you want to post. When will you post this content? Right now, see, you see that this thing, especially when will you post this content? Insights would help you determine when to post your content, especially for those that have been on social media for a while. Now, when you go on Insights, you can see where your the location of most of your social media, your followers rather. You can see if you have more men, more women, you know, what particular countries or what particular states these followers are currently in. You can see the time where you have the most engagement on your posts. So that will determine exactly when you would post. Do you get? So do you have more engagement at 9, 12, 3? You can now say, okay, I'm going to be making my post 9, 12, 3. Do you have more engagement at 7 a.m. in the morning? Do you get? So that would help you. Insight shows you all those things, right? And then what channels will you prioritize? So if you are into younger generations, you know that TikTok is like your go-to. So you have to be on TikTok, right? Because you have younger generations more on TikTok, right? And then you have, you know, Instagram is also there. You have Facebook. If your audience are older generations, because you have more older generation on Facebook. Mommy, daddies, they're on Facebook. But you won't see them on Instagram. Do you understand? Even if you have few of them that might be on Instagram, but majority of them are on Facebook. So you need to determine what channels that you prioritize. And then you who will create and distribute your content. So if you have a social media manager, they can distribute your content for you. But if you are the owner of the business, the content creator, the social media, the accountant, the general overseer of your business, you are the ones doing everything for yourself. So you are the one to create and distribute your content by yourself. Now, what is my budget? I have mentioned this, you know, couple of times, that you have to create your budget for your business, for your ads, especially, right? How much do I want to use to run ads? Because at the end of the day, I do not just want to, you know, be on social media. I want to be able to see results. I want to be able to increase followers. I want to be able to increase sales. I want to be able to increase awareness. Do you understand? So all those things, you need money for it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If you're a business owner, you're not running ads, or you don't intend to run ads, you just stay where you are. That's just the obvious truth. Because people will not see you. Your followers will not be increasing. I see people saying, oh, I've been on 500 followers or 300 followers for the past 5 years. Why won't you be there? Do you understand? Because people are not seeing you. You're not running ads. Do you get? So you need to be able to set out budgets that would help you do all those things. Make the most of the internet. Yes, you have the social media channels to help you do that. You have automated customer service. Now, automated customer service on these social media platforms, now you can actually, you know, make your customer service automated, in the sense that when I use it, so for instance, now when someone comes to my DM, there's this thing that they first see. So I have my pricing showing already. I have the location that I deliver to. So they don't need to even chat me up first to be able to get that. Once they click on any of those things, it gives them the information that they need. Do you get? So that's like automated. Another one people do again is there's a way they automate it now that, you know, when people send you a message, oh, hi, can I get more information about this? It's like the thing just, you already have it automated in such a way that they just get that answer straight to their DM. So you don't even need to be live at that point in time to be able to, you know, am I breaking up? Okay, thank you. Okay, I feel like I'm seeing myself seizing here, so that's what I'm asking. All right, thank you. So yes, they are free. On Instagram, it's free now. Everything on Instagram is free. Except you already have. That's when you have to make payments. Do you get? So all these platforms, even Facebook, they are automated customer service that are already integrated on Facebook. You just need to go to setting and just go and make that, you know, and enable that rather. Transparent e-commerce platforms. I've mentioned all those e-commerce platforms that you can leverage on. And then you have analytical tools and reports. And that's where the insight or the Google Analytics comes in, right? You want to use that to learn, you know, about your page. So this is how to make the most of the internet. Now, what are the most used social media sites worldwide? You have, see, I said here that Facebook is like your number one because there are, is it billions of people on Facebook? Julia, I said that in 2024, Facebook is the leading social network with 3 billion, over 3 billion people. Over 3 billion active social media users worldwide. And then followed by YouTube, you have WhatsApp, you have Instagram with over 2 billion people. And then you have WeChat, TikTok, and Facebook Messenger having 1 billion or more users. Do you see that? So these are the apps that are like the go-to now. People are constantly on these apps. Do you get? But before you even decide you want to start up anyone, find out if your target audience are on either of these platforms. You know, like I said, if your target audience are younger generation, you have your Instagram, you have your TikTok, you know, even YouTube. People are always using YouTube these days. Do you get? And you know, if you can also even use that to generate your more money for yourself. But then I think for YouTube, you have to have 4,000 views, you know, and then you have to have 1,000 subscribers before you can even monetize your YouTube. Do you understand? So these are some of the social media most used social media sites worldwide. Now, social media platforms for selling. You have Facebook, you have X, no longer Twitter. We have LinkedIn, you have Instagram. So these are like social media platforms that you can use for selling. You have TikTok, you have which other one again? Even some people use WhatsApp these days to sell to their mostly to their contacts, you know. There are people that have like lots and lots of contacts on WhatsApp. So you have all of these platforms that you can use to sell. Now, what are some of the questions that you can consider before starting out, right? The first is, which network do I choose? Do I want to be everywhere or do I want to concentrate on one only? And that's where the social media platform, I've talked about that before. Choose one. Choose on social media. You see, the truth is, it can be very overwhelming when you have like a lot of social media platforms that you are using. Do you understand? It can be very, very overwhelming. So it's important that you choose one, navigate your way around it, see how it works, learn the strategies, you know, run ads, and then you can now, you know, adopt. So we can now, you know, create another social media platform for your business, you know, because you'll be able to learn how this one works, you know, and then you cannot, because these social media platforms, they require different strategies. They're not alike. Do you understand? They all require different strategies. So it's important that you choose one and learn how it works. What activity do I want to do on these networks and how often do you want to post? Do you get? Which group or community should I join? You can join communities of businesses that are creating content for collaboration. There are a lot of people doing that thing now. They have like WhatsApp groups, you know, where they come together, they collaborate, put content together, they will tag themselves and all of that. You can join communities like that as a business owner. Yeah, you just don't want to be on your own. Right? What kind of reaction do I want to elicit in my audience? Pleasure, entertainment, you know. You don't want to be someone that is just too serious, to be honest. Don't be too serious. Dance. Yes, you can dance. Join dancing trending audio. Dance. Create content that will, you know, because the truth about it is, when you're just posting product every time, you are posting services every time, they will not engage. Do you understand? So what will make them engage is them seeing you, you know, in a different way. Like you are dancing to trending audio. You see how Yabo Ojo will just put this training audio that then she will dance, she will do transition, but do that to your own business so that you get engagement. Do you understand? You can't dance, don't be shy. You have to be able to kill that shyness. A business owner in this era cannot be shy. You have to terminate it. Do you understand? So bring that other self, you know, that'll be able to market that business, because the honest truth is nobody can market that business like you. You are the owner, you are the person that brought the idea, right? So do things like that that would engage your audience. How much influence do I want to have, and which influencer do I want to spot on once in these communities that I want? So it's not a must that you use an influencer when you are just starting out, because those guys, their money doesn't come cheap, right? But if you have the money, if you have the funds, why not? You can use an influencer that is within your industry, within your niche, and you know that will help you influence your product. And that way you get more people that will come into your page, that will follow you, that will patronize you, increase in sales and all of that. So, but ensure that whatever influencer that you are using is an influencer that can market it, that is within your industry, that's within your niche. Don't go for someone that would not be able to do that marketing for you, like someone that is into fashion, that influencer that is a fashion and lifestyle, and then you are selling seafood and selling okoroko. So, and then you want someone that is into lifestyle to come and able to market your seafood and okoroko that you are selling. How now? See, they don't go hand in hand. So you need to be able to see, you know, determine those guys within your community. You say, all right, guys, another pause for questions there. Do we have any questions? Have any questions? Any questions? Let me check the Q&A. The training should end soon. No, just give us like 5 minutes. Lerato, 5 minutes, please. You know what? I'll take the questions once I'm done. Let me just wrap up, okay? All right. So, what are quickly the elements of branding? So, please give me 1 minute. All right, so elements of branding. The first one is name. So the name of your business should be unique, right? Meaningful and easy to remember. Don't use a name that is hard for people to even pronounce. Do you understand? Please ensure that your name is easy to remember. And then logo, right? Ensure that you have a distinctive visual symbol that represents your business. Do you understand? Ensure that your logo also has the color of your brand. Do you understand? Whatever brand color you have decided to use, what is it now? This is it. Ensure that the what's it called now? The logo that you've decided you want to use, you have embedded your color of your brand into it. And then your tagline, better that you have a tagline for your business, you know, a memorable phrase that sums up the tone and premise of your brand. Do you understand? So ensure that you have a tagline. Tagline is those, you know, those little write-ups that they usually write under the logo. So for instance, now MTN, everywhere you go is your tagline. Do you understand? So you can have your own tagline. Another tagline would be for someone that let's say it's for someone that provides, you know, what's the one I want to use now? Let's say an hairstylist. You know, beauty is our priority, something like that. Do you understand? So it's important that you have taglines like that. And brand values, the core principle that guides your business's action. My lives. Do you get? So it's important that you have brand values. And then brand personality. These are elements of branding. Please ensure that you write this down. Your name, your logo, the tagline, the brand values, and brand personality. Now, what are tips for building a reputable brand? What are tips for building a reputable brand? The first one is you need to be authentic, right? Be authentic. Reflect the genuine nature of your business in your brand. You need to reflect the genuine nature. You need to reflect the genuine nature of your business in your brand, right? What's the actionable point? Define your core values and mission statements. And ensure that all brand communication align with this. Do you understand? So be authentic. The next one is deliver consistently. Provide a consistent brand experience across all your customers' touch points. Your customer's experience has to be, top notch. And then, across all touch points, it has to be consistent. The next one, you have to be unique. You need to be able to stand out from your competitors. What makes you different from your differentiates yourself from your competitors. Identify what your USP is. What's your unique selling point? Do you get me? And then you have stay customer focused. Prioritize your customers. What's their needs? What's their pain points? What is that thing that they desire? You need to be able to, prioritize your customers. The action point will now be you to regularly gather customer feedback through survey. Do you get focus groups, interviews, things like that? It is very important for you to do that. And communicate clearly, right? Make sure that your branding messaging is easy to understand. You want to communicate clearly. You don't want to communicate, to your customers in such a way that they don't understand. They don't understand you. Do you understand? Now, building effective communication branding, you have to be consistent. Consistency is very key. To be very honest, consistency is very key. So you have to ensure that the tone, the message, the visual designs, all those things are very, very, they are very, very key, and you put it out there. Do you understand? The first one, identify your brand core elements. What are your brand core elements? This should include your mission statements, your brand values, your unique selling points. All those things are your brand core values. And then determine your brand voice. What is your brand voice? What's that voice you want to put out there? Is it humor? Is it formal voice? Is it a voice that is entertaining? Whatever voice brand you want to put out there, ensure that it is consistent. Do you get? Ensure that it is consistent. Do you want to be formal? Good morning, ma'am. This. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like very, very, very professional. If it's not that, you want to add humor to it. Oh, hi, mama. You don't have to be formal when you're speaking to customers, depending on whatever you're actually selling or whatever service that you're trying to put out there. Do you get? So determine what brand voice you want to use and ensure that it is consistent. And then define your visual identity. Choose the colors, choose the fonts, the image, and all those things. Ensure that is also consistent. And then train your team. I think we've talked about all this before. Train your team. It's important that you train your team. Whatever all these things that we've talked about now in terms of, defining your brand core value, your visual identity, your brand voice, all those things, you need to pass it down to your team. Let them be aware of what the standards are. That way they can be able to, communicate that. Do you get what I mean? Compile your guides, all this mission statement, the vision statement, all those things. Compile those guides and, pass it down to your team. Let them see what the standards are, because you need to be able to give them that. Do you understand? Now, building effective branding communications, use storytelling. Engage your audience by telling compelling stories about your brand. Do you get? Put out stories like that, maybe how you started with 5 Naira and now you are making millions, your past failures, your past successes, things like that. Share stories like that. Multi-channel strategy. Do you understand? Communicate with your audience across multiple channels. Measure and refine. Use insights, use analytics to measure and then refine. What is that thing that you're not doing so well? What is that thing you're not doing so well? How do you guys need to, adopt new strategies to ensure that your customers' pain points and whatever problems that they have, you are able to provide solutions to that? How to maintain brand reputation? Deliver quality. Do you understand? Deliver quality. Ensure that your products or services are top-notch, like they meet your customers' expectations. Do you understand me? Communicate transparently. You have to be very, very honest. Because NOC helps to build brand. build trust in a brand. Do you understand me? So communicate transparently, handle issues promptly. If your customer rep messages you now that, oh, this thing is, I don't like this thing that just happened, or your customer rep did not attend to me, handle it immediately. Encourage feedback. Do you understand me? Encourage feedback. Listen to your customers and act on the feedback that they've given to you, because feedback allows you to make informed marketing decisions. Do you get? So feedback is key. Whatever feedback they are giving, whether negative or positive, use that. And then stay consistent. You have to be consistent. Continually deliver a consistent brand experience. Stay consistent. I'm going to be passing for questions here. Do we have any questions? Any questions? Okay, let's take. You guys are going to manage me like this, so. Can Medium serve as a blog for writers? Of course, yes. Yes, very, very good one. Is it important to open LinkedIn account for Airwigs business? I don't think so. It's not important at all, at all. It's not important. Is it possible to have 2 goals for your page to make sales, to monetize the page in the future? Why not? You can have like several goals for your page. Oh, thank you so much to my team. They've answered a lot and lots of these questions. Wow. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate. Well done. AI tool can be used by every business owner. Which AI tool can be used by every business owners to handle their online issues? AI tool handle online issues. I don't think AI will be able to even handle online issues the way you would handle online issues. I don't have an answer to that. But I feel like you, as the business owner, you are the best place to handle online issues, like maybe customer issues. I don't think AI would have the acts and the conscience, to be able to handle such issues like that. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. I think those questions have been answered. Let me check the chat. I hope that you guys you learned a lot today. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this training, if you enjoyed my presentation, I want to see your comments in the chat. Let me see your emojis rolling in. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. I love the fact that you guys were very engaging as well. It wasn't boring at all. You guys attended to my questions, and then you guys asked questions as well. Thank you so much. So next step is for you to follow us on social media. The links will be dropped in the chat box. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Is it just me that still call it Twitter? Like I'm not used to calling it X yet. Anyways, you can find it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and then check our website out, to learn more about what Impactor does. Yes, thank you so much, everybody. We've come to the end of today's class. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, same time. So please ensure that you are here early. Bye, everybody.